This is a tortilla mold. You basically just put your tortilla in, you heat it up, and it's going to turn into a really crispy bowl. And I've got all kinds of Mexican goodness to go with this. Salsa verde, sodium citrate sauce, guacamole, my taco seasoning, all low carb. We have Mexican food once a week, and today I'm sharing my taco bowl. I've been perfecting this over the last few months, and a taco bowl, it's going to be a really crispy shell, low-carb tortilla shell, and then we're going to put all kinds of goodness in the inside. We're going to do a ground beef, ground chuck. The recipe for this is below in the comments, and I'm going to add in all kinds of recipes like my sodium citrate sauce, my salsa verde, how I do my taco beef, and the rub that I use, which is the taco rub. And it's all low carb, everything's good. But I'm using these little Teflon tortilla bowls. You can get them at Walmart or Amazon. I'll put a link below in the comments. But this recipe will make 4 taco bowls, and you can goop it up any wacky way you like. These are really good. So the first thing, I made my sodium citrate sauce. You can make it ahead like this. And the recipe for this is below in the comments. If you haven't tried it, it's like a Velveeta cheese, but it's real cheese. It's not like the plastic Velveeta. This is like real cheese. So I've taken it to that stage right there, and we'll just heat it before we're going to use it. So I'm going to take a frying pan, turn my induction burner on, and I'm preheating my grill. You can do it in the oven if you like, but it's a nice day. I'm going to go to 375 degrees. I've got heat on this side, heat on this side, and nothing in the center where our shells are going to go. As I mentioned, the recipe for this is below in the comments. So I've got a pound of fresh ground chuck. It's an 80-20 mix. Just over medium-high heat. And a little bit of onion and garlic is going to go into that too. I'm going to do it at the same time. This is a very fast meal. My taco bowl reminds me of my nacho platter. The nacho platter, I used the same tortillas and I cut them into chips and I deep fried them and went around the outside and I put this goo in the center and put some sodium citrate on, and it was very good. But I've been developing this one and I'm really happy with the outcome on this, because you eat the center and you break off the bowl as you go. I'm thinking I'm going to do a chicken Caesar salad. It'd be really good in this bowl. So we're going to cook that. That's up at 375 degrees. I'm going to let that go for a minute. And to prep the bowls, what I've found is, so for tortillas, there's Mission, there's La Banderita, there's Lupe's. This is from Aldi, and they're very low in carbs, 4 net carbs per tortilla. And I ran into these ones. These are called street tacos, and it says carb counter, street taco, keto, and they actually don't have any carbs at all, but there has to be a carb in there. So what I'm going to do first of all is take a tortilla, and I've got my oil of choice is going to be a refined coconut oil, and I'm just going to hit both sides, because this is what makes it nice and golden brown. Even though that's Teflon, I'm still using the oil because that puts a really nice crispy crust. I think these were $10. Tortilla pan set or tortilla shells. Look at Walmart or on Amazon. I have a little extra oil left over, so I'm just going to put a little in the Teflon pan here. That's coming along nicely. Take the tortilla and just push it in like this into the bowl, into this wavy shape. Just like that. And what I do is I put one more shell on the top. And you can make up a bunch of them. So I like that. They just squish it down to hold it. I'll push this one in. Just kind of try not to break it. These are nice and fresh. and just put your shell on top like that. Squish it down. I'm at 375 degrees right now, and I'm going to put it on a little sheet, and I'm going to bake that for 8 minutes and I'll have a peek at it. I just want to make sure that I'm not burning it. I just want to make sure that I've got like a nice golden crisp crust on that. So indirect. There, I've cooked all of the pink out of this, and that's well cooked right there. So what I like to do is take the beef up to the side like that, and then tilt it to get the juices to run down, because I don't want this really runny. And I'm just going to put it on an angle like that, and I take a piece of paper towel and I just put it in the bottom like that to soak up the juice. I do that with bacon fat too sometimes, when you're just trying to get some of the moisture out and the fat. For tomatoes, what I use is Rotel tomatoes, and there's I think 4 or 5 carbs in half a cup. And these are Rotel Chunky with diced tomatoes and green chilies. And they're available all through the United States and Canada. So in we go with that. Next up is my taco seasoning. So this is like real taco seasoning. It's got great Mexican aromas and flavor. And the recipe for this is below also. And there's no potato starch. The stuff you used to get in a package that you just dump in, it's just got thickeners in it and it's awful. So in this goes, right? Oh yeah, smelling like Taco Tuesday here. We're just going to cook that for a little bit. So this is cooked all the way through. We're just putting some heat into the tomatoes, and oh, that smells so good. Okay, I like this. It's cooked. It's got lots of flavor, and we want some flavor separation. We want something that's really tasty, and but we want to add our toppings. And I've got all kinds of toppings that you can put on top of that: guacamole and salsa verde, my sodium citrate sauce, which we're going to heat up right now. So I'm going to take this, to set it off to the side. It's nice and hot. We're just going to reheat the sodium citrate sauce. I'll put this down. That's been 8 minutes. That looks really good. So we'll get rid of the top bowl like that. And you can see the color on that. It's a nice golden brown. It's crispy. You can pick it up like that. So I haven't taken it out yet, and just put it on a cookie sheet and then put my mixture in, because I think that the moisture from the tomatoes and the ground beef, the taco mixture, might make it too soggy. So I'm just cooking it in the bowl. So my sodium citrate sauce, I'm just going to put like a tiny bit of water in there. Oh yeah. As I mentioned, this is 4 servings, so I'm going to scoop some of this in, because there's so much more with the meal, right? All your toppings and cheese, and there, I like that. Now, what I do is I take this warmed up sodium citrate sauce. I'm just going to divide it in between the two. So this is really super cheesy. It's just drizzle it on the top. Turn this heat down to 325 degrees. And when I'm drizzling this on, I try to get it on the little bit of the side of the shell there too. I'm going to put this in 325 degrees, and I'm going to go for 10 minutes. And the sides will crunch up just a little bit more too. Okay, with the taco filling mixture in there and the sodium citrate cheese, that took 8 minutes exactly. I've been working on this for a while, so you can see what this looks like. Nice and crispy. And now you can top it. I'm not going to serve in the taco shell bowl. I'm going to serve it in another type of bowl. But I put all kinds of recipes below in the comments section for things that you can serve with it. And my suggestions are fresh guacamole, some shredded lettuce, some full-fat sour cream. My choice is Daisy. It's a really nice thick thick sour cream. I've got some salsa verde, and this is my personal salsa verde, and Jennifer has hers. Mine has a little bit of habanero in it. And of course, my pickled jalapenos, naturally fermented jalapenos. For a garnish, I'm going with some green onion and cilantro. You can put a lime wedge in there too if you like. So since we oiled the shell and the mold, it can just go in like that. You can make up a few of these and just, and serve it like that. There you go. Put on whatever toppings you like. But these are my taco bowls. Oh, I love these. So flavorful. You get to chip off the outside as a chip and put on whatever you like on the top. Taco bowls. Thanks for watching.